Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Diego, and we are in 2026 now. I know I haven't posted in 2 to 3 months, and honestly, I've just been teaching my students, but I decided to come back to YouTube because, well, I was looking through these comments, and honestly, I realized, wow, people need me. Like at first when I started posting YouTube on YouTube and kind of showing my results and stuff, just because, I wanted to see if anyone would even care. And it turns out a lot of people care. And, I didn't expect people to care about what I talk about, but clearly people do. And clearly people are actually interested and actually want to learn this stuff. And that makes my day because I love teaching. I've discovered like my passion really is teaching. So I decided, let's come back to YouTube and let's just answer everybody's questions on this channel. Let's post really great content on the main channel. And let's just really help people out the best way possible. And in my opinion, that's just this raw, authentic format. It just works the best for me. I don't really do the whole high flashy editing stuff. It's just not really for me, but I prefer to just come on here and talk and teach like live. It's just more fun for me. And we're back. Sorry for being gone for so long. I know a lot of you guys were looking out for these videos and they never came. So my apologies for that, but we're back for good this time. Okay. So first question. By the way, if you're new here, what I do on this channel is the only thing we do on this channel is I literally just go through all my comments and answer them in depth. That's it, for free too. So you can think of it as kind of like a community, but just hosted on YouTube rather than like Discord or something. And it's more of an interactive format and it does pretty good in the algorithm too. So hey, it's a win-win. Anyway. So our first question is, hey, I also noticed people in the Brent X Odile niche do black and white photos. Should I just copy that or stick to my more green nature theme? It's worked better for the few videos I've done, but I think it might be early to judge. Yeah, I mean, if you're noticing that the black and white theme does good, I do like this theme as well though. And honestly, I would say just split test it. Like if you're ever in doubt about, okay, what thumbnail should I be doing, just split test it. And I don't mean use YouTube's split test feature. Honestly, I think it's kind of shit. I would just split test it. It looks like overall though black and white did better. But I guess more consistently the green type of pictures, the colored pictures actually did better too. Now that I'm looking at it, looks like more consistently that did better. Maybe this black one was just an outlier. So again, that's just taking a look at like the data and seeing, okay, yeah, the black and white one did good on paper, right? It did good because it's the most viewed one, but more consistent we have the colored pictures, right? And what we want to go for is consistency, because consistency ultimately leads to sustainability, and that's what we want, right? We don't want just one video to take off and it's like, oh yay, it's like, no. We want we want sustainability. So yeah, I mean, these green thumbnails are great. One thing I've noticed is haven't posted in quite some time. And look, to be honest, I would not give up so quick on the type B game. If you're going to post 17 times and then just leave because you didn't blow up, then I don't think you can blow up at that point. The people that truly blow up in the type beat space, because to be honest, it's a brutal game at times. It really tests your patience. So as a lot of you guys know, you have to learn to build that patience. And it looks like, I mean, dude, look at your equipment. Like, I know you have great beats. Just stick it out. Stick it out like way longer, dude. I know you have good beats, right? And so just stick with this green nature thumbnail format. Do it for a long period of time and keeps consistent with the titles format that you did. You did a good job at that, so good job. And just keep going. I honestly just stick it out longer. You didn't stick it out long enough. That's my advice to you. Great job so far though. Next we have, our next question is, hey Diego, I'm starting the Type B channel. Should I start with genre niche to grow faster or directly dive into micro niche of the genre from day one of the channel? I mean, there's many ways you can go about it, to be honest. But if you should start with the genre niche to grow faster, if you're gonna go for a certain niche, like whether it's a viral niche, a micro niche, or just going after like the genre keyword itself, for example, like R&B or pop type beat, whatever it is, boom bap type beat, I would actually think about first what would match the sound best, or what you're actually going for. Are you going for views, or are you going for your ideal customers? You can be going for both too, but then okay, if you want to go for both, you want a lot of views and you want to reach a majority of your ideal customers, then now you know that, okay, I can't go for something super niched, but I have to also go for something that's somewhat niched but still gets a high amount of views. And how you see that is you actually just go to YouTube and you see, okay, let's say I'm doing boom bap, right? I know a lot of my viewers make boom bap type beats. So let's say we're doing boom bap. Obviously, we can't really just do like, I mean, well, there's some, right? There's Joey Badass, X boom bap type beat. That's not really what we're talking about though. Like, yeah, okay, J. Cole, X boom bap. So we have the genre, and then we take a pretty viral keyword, I'd say, pretty competitive, and you combine it. I guarantee this channel is pretty new. Yeah, okay. As you can see, this channel is new, so you definitely can blow up on this. So that this is what I mean by like niched but still viral, right? Like obviously, if we're looking at the most viral beats in general, it's gonna be like freestyle type beat or trap type beat, But when we look at like what goes the most viral, but also stays in your niche, which I'd say boom bap's definitely niched, we end up with stuff like this. So it's like you just by me searching here, I'm looking for outliers, number one, and I'm also looking for exactly what we're talking about, because in this case, I'm looking for something that can go viral, 62K views in 8 days, but also stays in my niche, because these beats are going to sell like crazy. You know that. And just based on previous data, right? And then this too, like hard bouncy gangsta boom bap type beat, like that's also viral, but is pretty niche, to be honest. I mean, in terms of the title format, would I actually go for this and do it every single time? I'm not sure. I'd probably go for something more, a bit more sustainable, like long term, something like this. That's just my personal take. But yeah, and even this, like I also like this. 3 days ago, 45K views, 90s boom bap, chill jazz, lo-fi type beat. I know a lot of you guys make those type of beats, so it's like this is definitely niched, but boom bap in general just kind of goes viral at the same time. So if you apply this type of thumbnail format with this type of title format, oh, and it also has free for profit. So that's a big reason. That's probably half the reason why, or more than half the reason why it's getting those views. Free for profit just, it gets a ton of views, but there's a trade-off in terms of the sales, right? Because it's free for profit. So it's something to think about. But yeah, this is kind of my process when I look for like niches, or if you're trying to decide, okay, what do I do? It's like just think about what it is you're actually going for, or what type of brand you're trying to build, and then you can base your title format and your keywords on that. So I hope that makes sense. And your next question is, what's your advice about Instagram? How should we be used in the type beat game? So that's a great question. Like, here's the thing is a lot of people get this confused. They think that, oh, on Instagram as a producer, to sell our type beats, we need to post type beats on Instagram. And honestly, I disagree. I think that in order to succeed with Instagram in the best way, I think it's not the best for actually getting traffic. I think if you want your ideal traffic, YouTube is always going to be the best. But I do believe that Instagram is an incredible nurturing asset. I think it's the best sales asset that you can have in terms of actually selling beats, and also selling your services too, and selling more high ticket, right? So I'm talking like custom production, artists that actually want to work with you, and artists that you build more of a relationship with. It's good to have an optimized Instagram. And so what this can look like is you have your pinned posts, right? And these 3 pinned posts that everyone should have on their Instagram should be nurturing any artist that visits your page. They probably came from your YouTube, or they're checking out your page after you did a little bit of outreach, right? They ideally should be seeing or getting nurtured on your Instagram. They should be seeing you. They should be seeing you actually making the beats. Don't be shy about showing your face, right? They should be seeing the craft. They should be seeing your thoughts on the industry. They should be seeing stuff like that. Don't, if you're controversial, maybe leave that out. But, it's, but then again, that could also build further relationships with the artists that really do agree with what you say, and also really love your sound. So it's like it really is up to you. But in general, like I see a bunch of people posting on Instagram like literal type beat visualizers and like a beat, and it's like I honestly think that's a waste of its potential. I think type beats should be strictly on YouTube, but yeah, like in terms of like the type beat videos, obviously you can sell your beats on other platforms or do it in different ways. But the thing is like Instagram really should be treated as a nurturing and sales asset. It should. You should have an optimized bio. Your profile picture should be you or your logo, right? Treat it like a real business and you'll get results like a real business. So that's the thing is like your Instagram really, really should be dialed in that sense rather than treating it like another typey channel because it's not, right? This is where people usually come from your YouTube. They go to your Instagram and they say, hey, I saw this beat. Where's the purchase link? Even though it's pinned in the description and in the comment section. Don't get me started. But so a lot of traffic from your YouTube is going to come towards your Instagram. And so that's why you want to position yourself to nurture them and get them to buy either something high ticket or just get more further nurtured, maybe join your email list somehow, and you sell them further that way, right? So that's how I would be treating it. And so those are my thoughts on building an Instagram as a producer if you're in the online beat selling space. Okay. Hope that helps. Yo, Diego, my channel completely died. I barely get 400 impressions per video now. That's not the worst, but do you think I should change my titles to Nems X Hood Trap X Sample Jerk type beat? What do you recommend I do to bring my channel back? Okay, so number one, before I even look at your channel, you're already thinking wrong. You're already thinking that the title, that the keywords in the tags is ultimately going to make you blow up. And if that was the case, anyone could plug in Drake into their title and they would rank on Drake, right? And that's just not how it works. So if we look at your channel, and you actually have a decent size following, it's like, okay, so you're testing different thumbnail formats. Okay. I mean, your channel's not dead, but I mean, for your subscriber count, yeah, maybe you should be at least seeing like 200 views a video. I wouldn't say it's the worst though. I think you are going just trying a bunch of different thumbnail formats. I mean, your most viewed videos are Jerk, Hood Trap, Sample Type Beat, and they all have girls. And now you're doing the girl thumbnails, which is fine. That's good. Although I believe that these pictures are going to end up in the R&B algorithm. That's honestly probably where you're going to get positioned, and that could be why you're seeing such a low click-through rate, because the people looking for R&B beats, when they're going through the suggested algorithm, they're going to see this and see, oh, it's Nems sample type beat. It's not really what I was looking for, and they click on another R&B beat that they were looking for. So just saying, your thumbnail actually really matters because it positions you in the algorithm that you're trying to get in. Now, I do believe that you should be doing girl thumbnails, but thumbnails that are more like this are just honestly, especially if she's holding a gun and stuff, or just either smoking in the thumbnail like that, stuff like that, it's going to get you out of the R&B algorithm. And so that is just something I would focus on with your thumbnail format. Now, also, your most viewed videos all have the same title. I'm confused as to why you changed the title format. Because here's the thing is people blow up and then they'll, every time someone blows up, they'll always spike and then always have a correction. Okay, that happens every single time. No matter, I mean, with every single channel I start, it happens to me too. And so what happens though is usually when someone first blows up on their first channel to ever blow up, they think that the views are just going to keep going up and that it just never stops. And so when the dopamine is hitting and then it's sudden, the algorithm corrects itself and it corrects it to a more normal amount of views, the dopamine just drops, right? And so now everyone starts freaking out and then they think, oh, well, it must be my tags, it must be my keywords, it must be my title, it must be my thumbnails. Like and they just end up doing so much when all they had to do was honestly, in most cases, just leave it alone. If things would work itself out. But that's a common mistake I see from beginners when they first ever blow up. And so I will caution you guys, because the majority of you guys haven't blown up yet. When you do blow up, you will see a spike and then it will correct itself. Don't freak out. Just look at why the video blew up in the first place and keep doing that and try and replicate its success over and over again. That is the key thing to do. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. And good question, man. Hi Diego, love the content. Keep going. I will. Thank you. In your opinion, can I revive my type beat channel? If so, can you give me some tips? I haven't uploaded any new type beats for a year until I started again a little while ago. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, you haven't posted in a month, it looks like. And honestly, yeah, I mean, it just looks like the niche is a bit all over the place in terms of like you switched it a little bit too much, in my opinion. Yeah, 700 subscribers, 430 videos. I assume you moved on to a different channel by now. If you did, I'm curious to see what you ended up doing. This channel, I don't know if it'd be worth reviving just because you could start up a brand new channel and do the same amount of subscribers with maybe 50 videos. So it's like, is it really worth reviving? Especially if, at your peak, you did 9,000 views, which I'm not saying that's not a lot, but is it worth trying to revive, especially because these videos are from 2023 and that it's 2026 now. So even if you tried reviving, it's like your audience subscribed back in 2023, so do they really remember you or care still? Probably not, and that's just the brutal truth to it. So no, I probably wouldn't revive this channel. I don't see it as worth it. But you can it doesn't mean this wasn't valuable or that this wasn't meant to happen. This was a part of your learning experience. It was actually doing it, right? And so you learned a lot from this channel. You learned what caused your channel to fall off. You learned what works and what doesn't, right? And that's really important going into your next channel. And I had a lot of channels before I ended up blowing up. So yeah, but I'm curious to see what your new channel is, man. Hey Diego, can you help me with my Typey channel as I'm getting low views? How can I increase my views to grow this Typey channel? It would be a great help. Sure. So, okay, yeah, so we have Chicken P. You haven't posted in 2 months, but we have Chicken P, V's. These are decent keywords. One of my clients are doing this keyword. So I know it's decent. I wouldn't say it's great. If you have more videos though than subscribers, that's not usually the best sign. Now obviously if you're just starting and you have like 20 videos, you're probably not going to have more than 5 subs, so if that, so don't take that advice to heart, right? Take it with a grain of salt, because when you have 100 videos though, now it starts getting more to the point where it's like, okay, you should be at least matching that with 100 subscribers. Ideally. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's honestly too much of a format. Definitely would stick with this. Like looking at these recent videos, you did apply more of a format. And look, man, like the views increased. 494 views, 126 views here. The views overall did increase. So I would just apply this format to a brand new channel. And maybe if you want, I really like this title format. I would also make these videos longer, like a minute 40 is just too short to do anything with, or like really to get a higher average view duration. So that's one thing I would say. But yeah, honestly, overall, I would just, only because you haven't posted in 2 months, I'd say like, yeah, just start a new channel and apply this format. I think this format can work. It won't go crazy, like I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna get an insane amount of views, but you can reach 10K subs within a year, I'd say, and kind of dominate this niche if your beats are good, right? So I would definitely go with this format though, where I would do pictures of lean as well with like iced out watches like that. Unfortunately, that's just what works for this format. But yeah, so that's what I would do. But hopefully that helps, man. And it's good to see that you are an active subscriber. So next question is from Ashton. He says, if I see most of my viewers are on YouTube at a certain time, should I change when I post to that time? And will it mess up my views slash YouTube pushing my videos out? No, that's actually the best change you can make. It's just like, okay, looking at your data and then making a change based on that data. That's always what I preach. So definitely do that, man. If you re-upload beats from an old Typey channel to a new one, you won't get accepted into the monetization program. You will. I would recommend like privating them though on the old channel if you're gonna upload it to a new channel. Same thing if you wanted to re-upload a beat on the same channel. Like let's say you posted a beat 6 months ago and you're like, shit, I don't have anything to upload today. Let me just take an old beat. Then I would private that old 6 month ago one. If I'm going to post it again. Reason why is just because if you're posting the same thing on the same channel, you can run into some issues with that. either getting shadow banned or just YouTube will see it as spam. Also, it's important to know that if you're going to re-upload beats because maybe you're just running low on time or something, the thing is you can't just pick any beat to re-upload. You should only re-upload beats that had a high average view duration but a horrible click-through rate. Always. Because if it had a high average view duration once, then it will get a crazy retention again. No matter what. So that's just like a good rule of thumb to have if you're ever doing that. Good question, man. All right, so next question is from Trim. He said, "What's up, dude? I've been doing Thai beats for 3 months. What can I do on this channel to get better views? I was averaging around 300 views. Nice. Should I switch my niche? Should I start a new channel or should I stick with it? Any help is amazing. I'm also trying to get monetized and make more money than my friends." That's an interesting reason to want to do this, but let's take a look. Okay, so we're doing Boss Mandilo 6 months ago. Okay. Most viewed videos is from quite a while ago. Okay. Looks like you're still consistent though, which is good. That means we do have data to work with. We do have, okay, and you switched your niche quite a few times here, trying different things. Looks like you got a little bit inconsistent around here, but now you're back. And to be honest, like, okay, so I think this channel is still salvageable. So I don't know if I'd do Boss Mandilo. I mean, I would on this channel just because that's what your keyword is, or what you're best known for on this channel. But going forward, I don't know if I'd do this keyword, just saying. But I do think it's good for this channel just because, look, it got the most views. Obviously, this channel won't go crazy, but it'll definitely sell for you, right? It will definitely get good views. It will get monetized 100%. One thing I'll say though is if you're doing Boss Mandilo, I wouldn't do pictures of him. Don't do it. I would do pictures of, I mean, think about what he's always doing. He's talking about hustling, money, jewelry. So put that in the pictures. Get really, really good pictures on Pinterest of just that. Or guys doing a money spread and smoking or something like that. I don't know. Stuff like that. Or pictures of iced out watches, like guys holding iced out watches. It doesn't even need to have a guy in the picture. It can literally just be that, right? And I would make all the pictures squared. I think the black bars, there's too much black bars to where it's so just make it squared every time. To give you a good example, I'm sure you have one around here. This is better, right? It's just more squared. Another good example would be something, yeah, like this, more squared. We want that. It's like the ideal ratio. Now, also, get rid of the parental advisory explicit content sticker. Get rid of it, lowers your click-through rate. So that's one thing to do. And yeah, so I would probably do pictures like this, or just ideally pictures of jewelry like this, right? This is perfect. Stuff like this on Boss Mandilo would do a lot better. Same with this type of stuff, just the money stuff. I'm surprised you never applied that to Boss Mandilo. Well, I guess you did for a period of time, and that did work the best. If you look, like your most viewed videos are pictures of just jewelry and money. Yet you're doing pictures of the artist. You're doing a completely different format. And so it's like, guys, sometimes you just need to look at what worked in the first place. It's simple as that, right? You don't, I mean, and a lot of you guys honestly know that. You just think that since the views might have not been exactly what you wanted, that doing something else is going to just make it better. It's like, it's just honestly the wrong mentality to have. It's just a wrong mentality. Because if you do, I mean, think about it. You have 142 subscribers. If you're going to do a format and it starts to get some views, it actually starts to get traction, and you're noticing consistencies, right? All the videos up here are the same exact format. It's all jewelry and money. If you notice, like all the videos at the top, you know that works. So just dial it in better, make it squared, right? And then from here, okay, this keyword also gets the most viewed or views. So Let's just keep doing that. Let's get rid of the parental sticker. And then let's actually stick to this every single day and see what happens and make the best beats possible. Let's see what happens. When you're first starting out, you're not going to blow up. So it's like, don't be discouraged by the views and then think, oh, I need to change my thumbnail format. I need to change my keyword. I need to change. I literally see it here, right? I see on every single person's channel. They all go through the same like thought process. It's so funny. But yeah, man. So that's my advice to you. I hope that helps, dude. Great job. Okay. So we'll get one more question for today's video and then we'll wrap it up here. So, oh, hey Diego, I have a question relating to the micro niche topic you have been pushing lately. I'm aiming to do Benji Blue Bill's beats, and he has two styles of beats, glow and the more basic underground Binix sound. My question is, do you think a micro niche channel could be successful with kind of two different micro niches within one broader niche? Example would be Benji Blue Bill's X Glow type beat and Benji Blue Bill's X Binix. Yeah, that can be successful. Not sure about the Benny X keyword anymore, to be honest, or currently. So I would just honestly go with this one. And also, just a rule of thumb, you should never do two different micro niches on the same channel because that literally defeats the point. It defeats the purpose of a micro niche. The micro niche is to attract your ideal customer. And so if you're doing two completely different ones, you're going to attract two completely different type of customers. And so like that's the thing with micro niche. But in general, like if you're just going for a traditional type B channel or just a viral type B channel, you can get a little less strict with that after you're at like the monetization point and everything. But I always tell people, until you're monetized, stick with the same exact title format every single time. Same exact keywords every single time until you're monetized, and post every single day if you can, right? So that's my best advice to you, man. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next daily value video. I'm so glad to be back to YouTube, and you guys can look forward to more content and just more value every single day. I love teaching. It's my passion. So with that being said, have a good night, guys. I'll see you in the next video.